Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be doing this look. It is just a soft, no, ain't nothing soft about it. This is a full-blown smoky eye with a little pop of shimmer in the center. So essentially it's a halo eye. As you guys can see, my lower lash line is super smoked out and I have a very nude lip on. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, then let's go. Buenos dias! So today I have started off by priming my skin with the Peter Thomas Roth primer, and this is the Skin to Die For primer. And I'm going to take my Anastasia eyeshadow base to prep for my eye makeup. If you guys hear some thunder, it's storming this morning in Chicago, so it's pretty loud. I'm going to take the Viseart Milieu palette. I'm going to take a fluffy brush and I'm going to start off by taking the first shade here and just dusting that all over my lid. And this is the color that I'm using to basically set that primer, which I still don't know how I feel about it. I was watching a video by Alyssa Ashley. I don't know why I called her Melissa. Alyssa Ashley, who I love, and she used it and she applied it with a brush and then went on to say that you should apply it, then clean your brush and blend it out. And I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. But I just feel like that no matter what I use, it just looks really patchy on me. Like here, you can see it. I don't know if that's my skin or if it's the product pillin. I am going to do just a smoky eye today. I'm going to take this shade here with the same brush and I'm going to apply that into my crease. These shadows blend out so easily. It literally surprises me every single time. It shouldn't, because at this point I've had enough experience with Viseart to know that they're so easy to work with, but it always surprises me just how quickly things blend out. So I just checked to make sure that my eyes are even, because as I mentioned before, this eye is a little bit droopier. It's a little hooded. So I always have to look straight ahead to make sure that the crease looks even. My camera died, so I went ahead and started one eye. So what I did was, after I applied my color to the crease, I then took a flat shader brush and I took the dark brown shade in this palette and I just pressed that on the lid. Look at this. That was a tiny little dip. I didn't even press hard into it. And then I'm going to take that fluffy brush that I've used to apply the colors to the crease and I'm just going to blend the edges out. And that is going to remove some of the pigment, but don't worry about it because we are going to apply a topper to the center of the lid. That's where I found this one was picking up. And this is where I'm saying, like, I don't know, because I have worked with Viseart palettes before in shadows and I've never had that happen where it just kind of picks up the color when you're blending and just completely removes it. So I think it's the primer. I don't know. But look at how pretty this is. It's so pretty. So I'm just, again, depositing that color and then blending it out. I like to do this because I feel like it marries the crease colors without it being too intense, because you want all of your shades to kind of transition into each other. So now I'm just going to go ahead and patch up any patches or patchy areas or areas where we need a little pigment. I'm going to use this Natasha Denona Chroma Crystal Top Coat in the bronze shade. I think it's Bronze Crystal, something like that. It's the bronze. So I'm just going to take this and apply it to the center of the lid. And then I'm also going to bring that up into the crease a little bit. With my brush, I'm just going to make sure that I'm keeping everything where I want it. I don't want it to take over the entire lid. And this is what we are currently working with. I'm just going to take my brush and again blend this out, and it's okay that that sparkle shade is in that center area. It's fine. Let it blend a little bit. For my foundation today, I'm going to be using the Dior Face and Body in 4N. I just have a little sample of it. I can wear this shade right now because of my tan. Otherwise, this is too dark. I think I'm probably like a 3N or whatever the golden shade is. I think this is going to be too neutral. I'm going to blend it out with my MAC brush. I think I'm going to need more coverage than this. This is really watery, and I'm finding that it's not really building up all that well, or it's not building up coverage the way I want it to. But it's not a full coverage foundation. It's very lightweight. I just thought that I'd be able to get more from it. So we're going to mix. I really love the way Dior foundations smell. I love that fragrance. I'm going to take some of my Hourglass foundation stick in amber. Alright, so now that I have on my foundation, I'm going to take my concealer by Smashbox, and this is in light, medium, warm. And I'm just going to take this under my eye. This is going to help balance out the foundation so it doesn't look so dark. My tan is fading a little bit. I feel like, tell me if anyone else feels this way, but I feel like summer came and went quickly. Like it took forever for summer to get here, and now it's gone. Like there just wasn't enough sunshine. I feel like the weather is already starting to change a little bit. Like we're having hot days, but not nearly what we would normally have. And on top of that, I feel like, tell me if anyone else is like this, in the afternoons it feels like, it looks like what it did when I was in school, in elementary school, and well, just really school in general, because I remember there's just a distinct light, and that's how I would know like, oh, school's getting ready to start. Like it was just a change. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but there's got to be someone else that feels the same. My sister and I were talking about it too, and she's like, yeah, it does. I know what you mean. So I guess there is somebody else, right? I'm going to take a fluffy brush, and I'm just going to clean up the edge here with my concealer. I don't want to be too dark in the inner corners. And then I'm going to take my brush that I use to apply my dark shade, and I'm just going to clean that up a little bit to make sure that it's nice and even. And then with my brush, just kind of clean that up. This eye doesn't wing out as easily as this eye. Again, this is my problem eye. I'm going to take my Fenty powder, and this is in Cashew, and I'm just going to do a quick dusting of this. I'm just going to press it right by the concealer. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and take my mascara. I have on my Marc Jacobs primer, and I filmed my eyebrows for you guys because I've been asked a few times about how I do my eyebrows, including from my sister, my younger sister, who is like super low maintenance. Both of my sisters are low maintenance in comparison to me. Yesterday we were at my mom's house, and she was like, your eyebrows look natural. I'm like, yeah, I know. And For those of you who are probably like, you need help with your eyebrows look like crap, I've come a really long way. Really long way. So she was really impressed with just how my eyebrows look like I had hair. And when I told her what I did, she's like, can you get it for me? I'm like, yeah. So I ordered her the stuff, and she has more brows than I do. She has more brows than my older sister and I. The youngest one got lucky. For my lower lash line, I'm going to use Black Coffee by Pat McGrath, and I'm going to use this to line my lower lash line, and then we're going to smoke it out. I'm going to take this Marc Jacobs smudger brush, and I'm just going to smudge the liner. And then I'm going to take my Viseart palette, and I'm going to take this brown here, and I'm going to smudge that on my lower lash line. And I'm actually going to clean up just a little bit, just to make sure that my shape is nice and tight. I'm going to go in with that same, this is a MAC 221, oops. This is what I used originally to clean up my inner corner. My son is imitating a rooster. Okay, and then with my foundation brush, I'm just going to press that in. I'm going to take the powder brush that I use, and I'm just going to press that. I'm going to take my Alcee powder, and I'm just going to press this under my eyes, just to make sure that it's nice and sealed, set. I like it so much, I'm like, ugh, the crappy customer service is, I think you can buy it at Ulta though. I don't mind buying it at Ulta. So now I'm going to take my Extended Play Giga Black Lash Mascara. I'm going to use that on my lower lash line, like this. And I'm also going to take this, and I'm going to use it because sometimes my lash primer doesn't always cover up. So I like to just kind of go in with this, because this wand picks everything up. I also like that it separates. We're gonna wait for that to dry and then knock it off. I'm gonna use my Milk Blitz, is that what it, yeah, Blitz highlighter today. And I'm gonna use that to highlight my inner corner. Yes. And then also right under my arch. Okay, so I'm gonna go back in with my Chroma Crystal liner. Why does my light keep changing? There you go. And I'm gonna use the flat brush, and I'm just going to pack this on again. And I'm going to go back into that brown shade and just intensify the outer corner and the inner corner, and make sure that everything looks even, and then blend the edges out. For my contour, I'm going to be taking Sir John's palette, and I'm going to use this shade here. Actually, we're gonna use, yeah, we're gonna use Pumbaa. And I'm using a fluffy brush. This is a MAC 137 brush, and this is the natural hair one. It's not the synthetic. I'm gonna go in with both the middle shades and this Becca brush. For highlight, I'm gonna go in with Blitz again, and I'm gonna use the Sephora brush. This is a 62 brush, and I am, ugh, I have all these little hairs on my face. And then I'm gonna take my foundation brush and just go over that a little bit so that it's not so intense, because she's intense. Then for my blush, I'm gonna use the Climax by Charlotte Tilbury. Looks like this. I like to do my highlight before my blush because I feel like it helps tone it down and balance it out a little bit. For my lips, I'm going to be using Wherever Walnut. I'm going to be using Sublime by Hourglass. Alright guys, this is the final look. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Please be sure to like this video, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and leave a comment down below letting me know if you have any suggestions for upcoming videos. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.